Alrighty, we're out here on the range. This is my Seekins Havoc hit, chambered in 6BRA, 28-inch barrel. We're at 200 yards. Those orange dots are ½ inch. The gun is cold, so we're going to do 2 5-shot groups, but I think I'm just going to run the lab radar the whole time, just to get a 10-shot velocity average, because the goal of this is, well, number one, we'll see how they shoot, but the goal is to see if we can get a consistent SD and ES. Then if that's the case, then we'll move on and probably do some EC tuner tuning. Now you can see I'm shooting off a little bit different rest. This is a protector model rest. I've always shot off that regular sandbag, but I thought maybe something like this might be a little better. So I'm going to try that here. I obviously have a rear bag as well, and I've dialed up about 0.4 to get us pretty close to our target. So we'll do 5-shot groups. We'll go 2 of them, one on the dot on the left and one on the dot on the right. And like I said, we'll look at our velocity numbers. The gun is cold, but it's not clean. All right. Let's see how they group here. It is a little cold today, but there's not a lot of wind. So hopefully we can shoot a pretty tight group. But again, we're really just going for good velocity numbers. Alright, first shot here. We'll probably see a cold bore shift. We've been seeing that where the first shot goes high and to the right. See if that happens again today. First one was 28.99. 29.03. Alright, one more here. Alright, let's see what we did on those first 5. Yeah, so we had a 13 ES and a 5.8 SD on the first 5. But again, we're gonna keep that same series, and going to keep that same series and go on with our second 5-shot group, but we're going to move to the right there. So as far as tuning goes, doesn't really look like we need a whole lot of tuning, but we'll see. Again, same series, but we're going to go move to the right. Last one here. Alright, I believe that's all 5. Yes, it is. Alright, so not bad for the first time shooting off this rest either. That's fairly stable. Had probably maybe close to maybe a ½ inch of wobble there. I was pretty well able to keep it on that orange dot. I feel like with a lot of stability, but there's still a little bit of wobble, so I may work on a different rear bag setup. It's also a little bit cold, so maybe I'm shivering just a little bit, but those look like good groups. Alright, so let's see, 10-shot average, we had 28.92 with a 21 ES and a 7.7 SD. So I mean, those are fine numbers, but honestly, I kind of had hoped for a little better. Let's see. Shot 1 was 28.99. Shot 2 was 29.03. Shot 3, 28.96. Shot 4, 28.90. Shot 5, 2900. Which one screwed up our ES? Yeah, our last 3 shots were the lowest ones. We had 28.82 and 28.82 and 28.84. So I don't know if it's the barrel warmed up, kind of lowered the overall velocity, which kind of messed up our ES, but I guess 21 ES isn't bad for 10 shots. 7.7 SD. Like I said, just on our second group, we only had, so on the second 5-shot group, we had a 9 ES, and on the first 5-shot group, we had 13 ES. So potentially with the barrel warming up, maybe that's why our ES got bigger. I don't know, or it could just be sample size. I don't know. Groups look pretty good. I don't have any problem with those groups. Those are probably, obviously we had that cold bore shot, but I don't know. We'll go grab the target. We'll take a closer look. My plan was to try to tune this with the EC tuner, but I'm not sure I could shoot any better than that off of this setup. So we'll talk about it on the bench. All right, so we're back at the bench here, taking a look at the groups. Good looking groups for 200 yards. You know, we had the cold bore shot, which went high and to the right, which is normal for this gun. We still ended up a 1.24 inch group, which I think is like 0.6 MOA at 200 yards. Then the 4-shot into 0.55. Now, the interesting thing here is velocity numbers. We had 2897 for our first group with a 4.9 SD, which obviously you can see that's higher velocity than we got with our second group as the barrel warmed up. Second group, 5 shots, 0.69. 2885 with a 4.4 SD. So individually, both 5-shot groups, we had SDs below 5. But if we combine the two together, which then we get a 10-shot group, we get 2892, 21 ES, and a 7.7 SD. So this isn't horrible, right? 7.7 SD is pretty good, but I feel like for 6 BRA, we should be able to get this a little bit lower. So that's kind of where I'm a little bit disappointed with this. Group size is really good. What are we? Somewhere between half and a third of an MOA at 200 yards, so pretty good. Now, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is there's been some interesting comments about maybe trying like 30.1 grains. At 30.1 grains, or sorry, at 30.2 we had 2827, and at 30.4 we had 2839. So what is that? Just maybe, what, 12 feet per second difference? So maybe let's try that. Let's do this exact same test. You'll see that in the next video, and then we'll come back and talk about that. So this load would work, right? It's at least half MOA at 200 yards, 7 ES, 7 SD, and 21 ES. But I think we might be able to do a little bit better than this. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next time. We're going to continue to do some load work, and I think we'll try 30.1 grains. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.